Hey there, good folks. I'm coming to you today to show you this guitar that I got. And, well, it's a handmade, I think it's from guitarkit.shop.com. And so it comes mostly assembled, and then you finish it, put the bridge on, and do a few other, upgrades to it or whatever if you want. And I found this guy had built this and was selling it. And I just wanted to show you what I got, talk to you about kind of what I paid, and show you some of the interesting features of this guitar and the specs and that kind of thing. So if this is something that interests you, definitely hit that subscribe button. Drop me a comment if you like the guitar. If you don't, just let me know. And definitely hit that thumbs up. It really helps me out. It doesn't cost you anything, and yeah, but it really helps me. So I'd appreciate that, at least considering it, especially if you feel like you got anything from this video. All right, so let's hear it. I just brought this home, so it's still adjusting to the temperatures and everything. So it's a little bit out of tune here and there, but and for the record, I did just tune this. Well, not perfect there, but on the plane. But hey, I'm human. Anyway, so like I said, this is a kit guitar that was built by a guy near me here, and it's from guitarkit.shop.com, I do believe. Pretty affordable guitar kits from what I was seeing online. They have some solid wood guitars as well as solid wood tops with layered back and sides. I think this is a layered back and side, but it's Engelmann spruce here for the top, and then mahogany for the back. Mahogany neck. It's got the volute, kind of some standard tuners there, no names pretty much. It's got kind of an interesting bridge. I'll talk about that in just a second. But kind of can see the headstock there. Flip this around so I can still have my tuner, but doesn't take up too much of your eye space. It's got some pretty interesting inlays in there. Let me see if I can get you closer. But I paid $200 for it. The guy that I bought it from is a legit cool dude, obsessed with guitars just like I am. So it's cool to be around him and chat with him and see what he's building and just make that connection. I think that's always a positive thing. So it looks like the action is really low here. I mean, probably under 80 thousandths, probably more like 70, probably 60 for the high E. I haven't measured it, but that's just my guess, just, you know, based on feeling it. It plays really good, it plays smooth. It seems like the fret work was done really well. This guitar does have a truss rod in it, and it's accessed underneath the fretboard here. Let's see, I said Engelmann spruce top. Kind of the most interesting feature of this guitar is the bridge. It's got an electric guitar style bridge on it, and if you were to take this cover off, I don't know if you can see that in there, kind of a Strat style bridge. It looks like I can adjust the intonation on it and kind of adjust the height a little bit here and there, which is kind of an interesting way to go. And then it also has a bridge doctor on the inside to kind of make sure that this bridge and this top stays flat. You know, it's Engelmann. I don't know how thick it is. I don't know how, you know, it was really made. It seems pretty thin, just filling it. So, you know, definitely putting that bridge doctor in there smart. And from what I understand, the one of the screws in the electric guitar bridge is actually attached to the bridge doctor. So it's all of this is actually connected. So the top, the thin bridge, and then the electric guitar bridge. This cover on it I may take off. It's kind of in the way, but I might get used to it. It is a 1 11/16 inch bridge or nut here, which is small for me, but it actually is pretty easy to play. The nut seems to be pretty easily or equally spaced, and you know, plays really nicely. From what I understand, the reason that this came about, this bridge, is that when the builder was putting the bridge on, because that's part of the kit, you put the bridge on, it shifted a little bit, and so they just didn't like it. They and ultimately changed it to this thin bridge here. You know, corrected the straightness. You know, took the old one off, of course, and then this was the workaround. So, you know, I know how hard that is to do. So, pretty creative in my opinion. And especially once I get this off and I can continually intonate it and, you know, adjust everything, I think that that actually is a really good workaround. It doesn't seem to detract from the tone at all. The guitar sounds really good. And yeah. Let me know if you have questions. Kind of some things I'm thinking about are guitar straps, the buttons to put a guitar strap on it. So I'd put one here, and then also put one underneath on the bottom. And then also maybe a pickup in it, so I could plug it in. I'll have to do some research on that. K&K comes to mind. Bags, one of the bags, like the Anthem or the Anthem SL, something like that. Although with those, I feel like you may have to have a preamp, but that's something I've been looking at anyway. But yeah, it's a pretty neat little guitar, $200. You know, it sounds way better than anything you'll buy that's mass produced, in my opinion. primarily because of the top and the finish that's on it, because this is just shellac finish. And then this was stained mahogany, layered mahogany. So it was stained and then also shellacked. So you may be able to see here, there's a little bit of discoloration. Hopefully you can see that. And that's caused by, the sweat of your arm and the shellac. So we could go back and put some True Oil on this and really seal it in so we don't have that, because if any moisture gets on this whatsoever, it's not gonna fare too well. But yeah, I feel like it was a solid deal. I've been shopping for a kind of a travel guitar, kind of a lower end, cheaper end guitar for quite some time. And really this is the best I could ask for. And I always say that, if I wait and wait and wait, if I'm looking for something, it usually comes to me versus forcing it and buying something that ultimately won't like. So, and nothing I've played in the last several weeks has even approached that sound quality. So I'm going to play it a little bit here for you, and I hope this is something that you enjoy, and again, hit that subscribe button for me. Thank y'all for tuning in. I hope this video finds you well. And until next time, make sure to play your guitar. Peace.